very confident, says he's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man. You know, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this. There's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man. This guy's easy work.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jaden on love.
I mean, which is nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Especially Tank been talking about retiring, so why not get the bag and then go about your business if that's your plan?
Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul sit across from Piers Morgan, their eyes locked, trading confidence and attitude before the storm. Jake admits that Tank is the most experienced and dangerous man he's ever stood against, a massive leap from anyone he's faced before. Yet Gervonta stays calm, steady, unshaken. With quiet fire in his voice, he promises that on fight night, the world will witness a sharper, stronger version of himself.
Sharper, just my focus gotta be blazing that night. Just me and him in that ring. All in all, be better.
I saw 8 to 10 rounds is what you thinking, and I also saw I think I saw 6 rounds. Is what you thinking? I could be wrong.
7 or 8.
7, yeah, it's right around there.
Yeah,
How you pick that number? Like, how do you pick what round it's gonna be?
First, his skills, the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know how durable he is. I don't know. I just don't know just yet. But I know if I could get him where I want him.
Yeah.
That's how long it's gonna take.
Yeah.
To be a good beating.
Do you understand the magnitude of this fight? Do you understand how important this fight is to the boxing game, to the sport?
I think I do, but I don't think that he knows. I've been in big fights, but it wasn't nothing like this.
Yeah.
Jake Paul tells Piers Morgan with calm certainty that the truth will be revealed when fight night lands on Saturday, November 15th. He says all the talk, all the predictions, will fade once the first punch lands. Jake believes his performance will say everything words can't, showing who truly deserves to win when the lights burn brightest. Over the years, boxing has shifted from being purely about skill to becoming a worldwide spectacle, an entertainment empire powered by fame and attention.
Says he's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man. You know, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this. There's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man. This guy's easy work.
Emiliano Vargas believes Jake Paul saw the change coming long before anyone else. Instead of chasing an endless amateur career or Olympic dreams, Jake built his own crowd first. By turning his social media fame into a ticket for boxing, he opened doors to massive paydays, no titles or rankings required. Now, younger fans follow the drama, the storylines, the trash talk more than the craft itself. Vargas sees that as unfair to fighters who've spent their lives chasing greatness. The old legends waited decades for their moment, but today, one viral clip can make a star overnight. And while that energy brings excitement and new eyes to the sport, Vargas reminds everyone that true championship, the honor, the skill, the respect earned through struggle, must never be forgotten.
To me, not in basketball terms, just such a funny internet game, but explain this to me like a third grader. What is an exhibition fight?
I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. All I know is that Jake is making, God damn.
But when they say it,
God bless Jake, bro, because this is what he figured out. He figured out this. He figured out boxing is all about attention.
100%.
And he went from Disney to, you know, getting paid. What I told you, world champions that have dedicated their whole life to this sport, they will never get paid. Not even a percentage of what he's making.
Yeah.
But because attention brings dollars. It doesn't matter if it's a podcast, if it's a movie premiere, if it's boxing. If there's no attention on it, you're not going to make no money from it.
This is like the WNBA conference. That's why they don't make the money, because they don't have the attention.
No, for sure. I was at the WNBA yesterday. That shit was lit, bro.
It was lit?
I was chopping it up with Floyd was there.
It was good?
People they won by like, I think 1 or 2 points. But I was standing up and I was jumping, you know, it was the finals though.
Yeah.
It's the finals. So all that aside, I just feel like Gervonta could crack though, bro.
Oh, of
Gervonta
course.
could crack. I mean,
So this is what I want
sparring, he's sparred light heavyweights and heavyweights before. Like, this ain't nothing new.
Even taller guys.
For sure.
Yeah, so what I really want to ask you in regards to that fight is, like, obviously someone like Gervonta is not, in his mind, he's not going to go out there and look stupid, no matter how it goes.
Right. No, he's not.
But that's what when I see it's an exhibition fight, I'm like, what does that mean?
And you can still get knocked out. You know, I feel like that means there's not going to be no winner.
No effect on the record.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. But you could get knocked out.
So you don't think, because, like, you know, the beef now is like, this shit's the WWE. That's what people say about boxing.
I mean,
like, you're completely right about Jake and what he's done. It's insane.
Yeah.
But he'll get the WWE. Oh, this is just like, what is this? Do you see it that way?
God bless him, bro. God bless. Hey, call my fights WWE fights, whatever you want to call it. If I'm getting paid $80, $100 million, I mean, come on, bro. And look, the thing is, every single person that is commenting that, if they brought $100 million check in front of you.
Oh, I'm fine.
From Garrett's point of view, a matchup between a seasoned pro like Gervonta Davis and a YouTuber turned boxer is something that would have sounded unreal not long ago. He calls it a spectacle, not because either man lacks skill, but because the entire situation bends the rules of boxing tradition. Jake Paul built his rise by turning chaos into gold. He knows exactly how to spark headlines, stir debate, and make people watch, even those who can't stand him. To Gareth, that's the very reason this fight exists. Jake keeps proving that attention itself can open doors. Some old-school boxing fans hate where this is heading, but others see a wild new chapter where entertainment and unpredictability take control. Whether you love him or despise him, Jake's impact can't be ignored.
Marry up all this.
Well, there's an end game and a bookend to what Jake Paul's doing, and I think he's getting very close to the bone with this one, because it doesn't really work. It's the biggest freak show so far. Like you say, Gervonta is not in everybody's list, but he's there or thereabouts in the pound for pound list. I mean, since the Lamont Roach fight, people have been down on him a little bit more. You know, a lot of people feel he might have lost that fight, you know. Obviously, his troubles and travails away from the ring have meant that, you know, people are starting to question at 33 now, is he?
No, I don't even think he's that.
31,
I think it's 31 max, 31. Yeah.
But they're beginning to question his validity.
But yeah.
31, yeah? 30, okay. Yeah. They're beginning to question, or I don't we all are, but people are in general beginning to, pundits and some fans are beginning to question his validity in that top 10 pound for pound list. I think he belongs there myself, or just outside it. Certainly in the top 15, no question. Maybe top 13. I think I've got him. I think I had him at 11 or 12, but might have done a list on Saturday night. And obviously we want to see him in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. It's the big fight. Or even in Naoya Inoue at some point, which is a fantasy matchup that I remember dreaming about around the same time I was dreaming about Terence Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Reg stands firm in defending Gervonta Davis, reminding everyone that Tank's success didn't happen overnight. He climbed weight class after weight class, faced brutal contenders, and earned worldwide respect through knockout after knockout. Reg insists that once a fighter reaches that height, judgment never leaves their shadow. People say Tank is chasing money now, but the coach believes he's simply earned the right to secure his future. Boxing is a dangerous life. One bad night can change everything. After endless training camps, wars with tough opponents, and emotional strain, it only makes sense for Davis to take the chances that pay him back. Reg points out that Tank still carries the real values of boxing, discipline, courage, and the hunger for greatness. He's not running from challenges, he's picking fights that deliver both legacy and reward. Fans celebrate his dominance, while critics dwell on what's left undone, but that's the price of being great.
You know what I mean? Especially Tank been talking about retiring, so why not get the bag and then go about your business if that's your plan? I mean, if that's your plan to retire, then no, go get the bag and go about your business. You ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm not against it.
You got some people that are very critical, Tank. Does it make sense depending on what you're in boxing for? Because you got some people that want to fight the best. You got some people that want the accolades, the belts, the undisputeds. And you got some people that just came in this game like, look, I'm trying to get my family out of poverty and give us generational wealth. Does it all depend on what you decided to box for?
Well, Tank accomplished a lot at a young age. You know what I mean? He accomplished a lot at a young age. So I wouldn't be mad if he took the bag and went about his business and never fought again. You know what I mean? Plus, look at some of the things that he's going through. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of that can affect you as well. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're trying to be in this game. So I think, get the bag and go. That's your plan. Get the bag and go.
For me, of course, I wanted to see him fight Shakur. I wanted to see him fight Devin.
Yeah, we all wanted to see him.
At press conferences, Gervonta Davis sits quietly, watching, listening, and only speaking when it truly matters. His silence fills the room with tension because no one can tell what's going on behind his calm stare. Manx and Mora say that this contrast adds a whole new layer of drama. Jake plays the showman, loud and animated, while Tank looks like a predator waiting for the bell to sound. It's a perfect picture of who they are, one born from digital fame, the other forged in the fires of real boxing. When they sit side by side, even their posture tells the story of old school versus new school.
It was lame, and even though Jake Paul tried to egg him on and try to goad Gervonta Davis on, he's dealing with somebody that is not a quick-witted, thinker. He's not a quick-witted speaker. Tank Davis is explosive in the ring. He's fast and powerful in the ring. He's charismatic inside the ring when he's punching. But when you put a microphone in front of him, he's not articulate. He doesn't know how to quickly respond to people. He stutters a lot. He does more stuttering than talking. So Gervonta Davis in front of a microphone is not going to sell. So Tank Davis shouldn't be put in a podium like that. He should have speakers for him. He should have someone talking for him. He should have a mouthpiece. Tank Davis is not going to sell this fight. And Jake Paul knows it. That's the reason he kept throwing jabs at him. He tried to get Tank out of his shell. Tank's not quick verbally enough. He's not quick-witted. He's not quick with the tongue. So in order for him to sell this fight, he's going to have an adversary that can spit something back. Like, for instance, Chavez Jr., he didn't have that quick-witted response, but he had the backing. He had the loyal following. And Chavez Jr., like many Mexicans, don't need to speak because they do all their fighting in the ring, and people know that. Tank Davis, I don't know, man. He didn't look good in his last fight. He's not fighting the killers in his division. People are getting off that Tank train, and we know that he's had his issues outside the ring. The love's not there anymore. Tank Davis is losing a lot of passion, a lot of followers, and people aren't buying this circus that Jake Paul's trying to sell. And I'm glad that people are getting off this train. The commission in Georgia got off this damn train. That's why they had to move this fight to Florida, where anything could happen.
People see Tank's calm in different ways. Some think he doesn't look thrilled about facing Jake Paul, reading his short replies and laid-back posture as signs of disinterest. Others see the opposite, that his quiet is laser focus in disguise. Davis has a reputation for studying opponents in silence, memorizing every move before showing his brilliance under the lights. Boxing's history is full of fighters who spoke little but fought like legends. Maybe Tank just refuses to play the game of hype. He understands that the only place opinions count is inside the ring, when fists do the talking. Whether that calm is boredom or pure confidence will only be revealed on fight night.
Jake Paul legitimately cooked Gervonta Davis in that press conference, and I really don't know how to feel about that. And to be honest with you, I still don't understand how boxing even allowed this to be made. Like, I don't. Like, dog, this is not an overstatement. Like, literally one of the core pillars holding up boxing is this literal, like, fake superiority complex that they have over literally every other combat sport. Despite literally being the least effective main combat sport there is. Brother, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, brother, I put judo over I put boxing. In terms of practicality of combat, oh yeah, 100%. Brother, if Jake Paul makes it competitive against Gervonta Davis, I'm looking at this like, brother. Oh, well, weight difference, brother. Gervonta Davis has been training his entire life. I'm sorry, bro. It's bad enough that the fact that if this was under any other combat sport, this would literally be like one of the most one-sided matchups of all time. And it wouldn't be in favor of Davis. No, dog, if you did this under an MMA rule set, oh my gosh, bro, Paul cooks Gervonta. It's not close at all. Like round one finish level. Like, understand this, Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul is taking place in literally the only combat sport where Davis should win. I'm still shocked that they allowed it to be made. Because, like, there's no upside. If Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis, now we're kind of looking like, wait a minute. What? Like, brother, don't forget. I still think it's a horrible look that Tyson Fury couldn't finish Francis Ngannou. That is so bad. Well, Francis Ngannou's a great boxer. Francis Ngannou, no joke, is one of the worst boxers to ever be in the UFC. He just has absurd power. No, look at the technique of Francis Ngannou. It's not that good. It's carried by power. Like, going into it, like, I'm hyped, but it's also, I'm looking at this like, bro, Gervonta has to finish, bro.
Sean Porter has been in boxing long enough to see how much the game has changed. To him, this fight shows how money has become the biggest force driving matchups. He respects Jake Paul for stepping up to real challenges, yet he wonders if this one truly moves the sport forward. Porter also points out that Gervonta Davis, now one of boxing's biggest draws, sometimes chooses big paydays over legacy. It makes him question what future champions will chase, years of grueling fights or fast money. He isn't blaming the fighters, he knows how the business works. But he asks fans to think about what they really want boxing to stand for. Should it stay rooted in pride and competition, or completely embrace the entertainment side? Porter's concern isn't just this fight, it's what it could mean for the next generation.
I go, why are you doing that? How do you sort of see this scenario now for him?
Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it, what to really say about it. I've only been asked this when it's been presented to me. That's when I think about it, and I can't really come up with a good answer for it. In a lot of ways, it doesn't make sense to me. Of course, we know the size differential, and the list goes on from there. I don't know, man. I think we're entering a generation now, or a phase now where fighters, I don't know if it's fighters, I don't know if he doesn't care about the legacy, or if he feels like this fight doesn't matter, I'll get back to the legacy. I just don't know. This is truly it's not a legacy fight, but of course it is a generational money fight.
Analysts who study Davis closely say his journey has always been about chasing greatness. Every major fight he's taken has been another step toward proving something new. And while money might be part of the story, they insist that Tank steps into the ring with one mission: to show he's the better man. His quiet during press conferences isn't arrogance, it's a statement that boxing is won with fists, not words. Those who know his career believe that after years of dominance, Davis wants his name carved among the greats of this era. He understands that one bad night could erase everything he's built, and that pressure fuels his obsession with preparation. Legacy, he knows, isn't built on moments of fame, it's built on moments that define a lifetime. And that's exactly what Tank is after.
If you're sitting on that toilet and that stool ain't brown or green, if it's red, go to the doctor.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, Tank Davis and Jake Paul, they fight in November. I personally have Tank, you know what I'm saying? I just don't, because Tank is a little different. He ain't like them other niggas who took a fall. Tank ain't finna take no fall, bro.
That's what I think too. I think like, bro got a reputation to maintain. He ain't about to just, you know what I'm saying, sign a deal just for some money.
Just for some bread.
I ain't like, it's about the money though, for sure.
For sure.
But I'm not about to.
But what they get, like 20, he got like 20 million?
But yeah, 20, I ain't gonna lie, Tank probably get 20, 30, 40.
I don't know, Tank need to get more than that, because it's bringing Jake Paul more money than, you know what I'm saying?
Than anything, but Jake Paul putting up the purse, he putting up everything.
Oh, okay,
he paying for promotions, he paying for everything.
So he getting all whatever he get.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, I think it's a 60-40 cut or something like that.
I ain't mad at that.
So it's like you getting 40%, and you all got to do is show up and fight.
No, facts.
That's all you got to do is show up. Facts. And then 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a draw.
No, Tank gonna knock his. Well,
you think so?
Let me not speak too fast, but I know Tank. I pray And I think I know that Tank is going to beat him up.
Nate Diaz has always been one of the sport's most brutally honest voices, especially when it comes to crossover fights. He doesn't bother picking sides or pretending this matchup follows the old-school rules of boxing. To him, both men know exactly what they're doing, putting on a show and cashing in big. Diaz admits Jake has improved enough to catch some opponents off guard, but he laughs off the idea that this is a pure fight for glory. For Nate, it's business first. Fans show up for excitement, and the fighters give them a spectacle. His perspective cuts through the noise. It's a reminder that this fight lives somewhere between sport and showmanship. It might not please the purists, but it keeps the world watching, and that's the game.
I gotta ask you, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. Does Davis have a chance?
Gervonta is a great boxer, but he ain't gonna be.
So you got Jake Paul by knockout, or?
No, I don't got anybody, but I don't think.
He's just too small.
It just. I don't want to beat up somebody that small. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think of the fight?
I don't want to lose to somebody that. There's no point in the fight. It's a great fight, actually. I'm not hating on the fight, but I think. My thoughts on it is let's watch and see what happens.
Ryan Garcia said that boxing is turning into WWE.
Yeah,
with that type of matchup. You agree? Last thing, White House card, like he said, you want Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but the whole thing's on WWE, so
right.
It's like, at least that's happening and it's getting something to talk about, something to watch, and
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned.